Do you ever just look up at the clouds and think, wow, that is a delicious looking cloud. I really wish that I was a cloud today. Well, today you will have your wish. You're going to be feeling like you're on a cloud at the very least. You may even kind of elevate your entire life goals to feel like a cloud today. You're going to feel like you're just, you know what, not a storm cloud. You're not ready to like rain on somebody's parade or tornadoify somebody's life. Not looking to do something like that. But what we can be looking for is something more light, more fluffy. And this fluffy thing we're talking about is this boomerang right here. Glaive Ricochet. It's a weird frickin' tower, man. It's a really, really, really weird tower. I tried using it on slightly more difficult maps, and it ends up being just mediocre at best. But maybe I'm not utilizing him properly. Maybe I'm not using the right buffs. Maybe I'm not using the right combos. And I was thinking, what if we go all in? We go ham. We go full cloud status on this boomerang right here. So I'm thinking we just buff all day. Now, we're playing on chimps mode, so we don't have the ability to, like, farm or getting extra money or anything like that. So we do have to be sort of efficient with our money. So what can we do to be the most efficient? Well, first of all, automatic cam detection. I want Etienne as my hero. I want him to get that automatic cam detection for everybody on the screen, even if I got to spam 60 different boomerangs over here. In addition, I want to make sure I'm getting a pretty early village. I can't get him, like, really, really, really early, but I can get a fairly early village that'll allow me to get cheaper boomerangs, so I can both combine it with a monkey commerce if I'm feeling it, with all the way up to a primary expertise, or at least primary mentoring in the early game, which will allow me to get those tier 1 upgrades for free, and it'll give me, obviously, increased range and all that other stuff, plus other bonuses for the tier 3. So that's the plan for today. The question is, will these boomerangs be powerful enough to get us where we want to go? The only issue that I think will arise is round 40. All right, we've got to rely on Etienne to do all of the Moab popping power, and we might need a little bit of extra help here with something. I don't know, a stupid sniper or something like that to just make sure we pop the Moab layer on round 40. Other than that, I think we're going to be doing pretty solid. So I just want to say, so far, this is actually a really good combo. Etienne is pretty good at cleanup. Boomerang's pretty good at killing a lot of regular balloons, so not a bad combo at all. We're able to afford not only a village, but a monkey commercing primary training village. And I think we're going to go all the way to our primary mentoring village here so we can get everybody else for super duper cheap and free. All right, and free! Again, still got to worry about that Moab. You know, if I spammed like 16 different boomerangs here, probably could get through the Moab, but yeah, not going to do that right now. In fact, you know what we should do? Even though it seems a little bit silly, maybe we should just get one bottom path boomerang. Should I mix it up? Just a little bit? Like, really, we're not focusing on the Glaive Ricochet yet, but I want to. You know what, let's just give it a shot. What happens if we... I'm going to do it live. I'm going to buy 3 of these guys, I think. Just live, as fast as I possibly can. Maybe. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And make sure we use this, hopefully around the right time here. And with that combo... It's a pretty good wombo combo there, if I do say so myself, and bloop, we take them all down. Not bad, dude. Did not need to do anything fancy there, just relying on the buffs for the primary venturing, and the free aspect of some of these... Wait, is it free already? I'm pretty sure it's free. Hold on, how many can I fit in here? Let's get some boomerangs. So base, yes, the first upgrades are going to be free. It doesn't seem like it saves us all that much money, but when you really... get down and think about it. How often you guys doing? Oh, no. I didn't position them all that well. No, I can't fix it. It's done. So, yeah, just gonna have to look at this annoying space for the rest of the game. Can't even fit a dart monkey or anything. Crazy. You know what? If we can push it, though, and I think we might be able to, because we can pop Moabs, at least-ish, and we're only gonna get more powerful with that tan and everything. Maybe we can push it to a primary expertise this early on in the game. That way, we could get not only the first tier free, but the second tier free as well, making almost the entirety of our boomerang free. Just the base cost, which is cheaper, by the way, and the cost of the Glaive Ricochet. Unfortunately, this guy does not have the hugest range, so we're going to just have to keep that in mind. We can't fit like 60 boomerangs in here or anything like that. We're only going to get, what, 20, 15, something like that. But for now, let's start off with the free upgrades. It is a benefit, so let's get the frees. And see if we can make it to a $27,000 upgrade. If so, I mean, these boomerangs are freaking good. So let's check out the beefiest balloon round in the early game, round 49. And absolutely no issues here whatsoever. We straight up dominate that thing. Let's try a round 50 where we don't use our ability with Etienne and see if we can take it down with just the boomerangs. So we're doing very little pops overall, but when you have enough boomerangs, they can add together to do something. And whoa, look at that, dude. If we can take down one Moab, though, we can probably take down a lot of Moabs. So, yeah. I think you guys know what's up. I think we keep on pushing. I think we go primary expertise. All right, we did need to use our ability here for round 53, and that means I don't know if I'm going to have it back for round 54. This could be the round that takes us down, man. You never know. Though we could actually be lucky that there's more ceramics coming out the entire time. Maybe we'll jump through and get to the other Moab and do more damage over time. Yeah, maybe. Let's see what happens. Definitely getting a little bit overwhelmed at this point, though. The lower pierce of the third tier glaive ricochet is really coming into play. And we're $400 away. It's very, very tight. Boomerangs working together, and we get it. Primary expertise on around 55. Now, again, don't forget, this is going to allow us to get another set of free upgrades. Now we can go 202 boomerangs for free. All the way up here, and then $550 for the glaive ricochet, even cheaper than it was before. Oh my god, dude. So let's spam all the boomerangs we can get inside of here, and we'll be back in a couple rounds here and show off the amazingness of this combo, this team, this wombo combo. I'll be honest, I'm definitely not looking at myself thinking, wow, Chris, you did an amazing job. You positioned so well. Everything looks so smooth and great, and life is amazing right now. But what I did do is, at the very least, plan ahead a little bit. At this point, my real goal is I don't want to buy anything. I want to use all of my freeness that I currently have here, and I want to save up for another big boy. And this big boy is not going to be a boomerang. It's going to be something that powers up my boomerangs. I want a Perma brew. All right, all of that pierce weakness, all of that damage weakness or combo together will just be absolutely absurdly amazing. Plus, we get all of these guys, again, second tiers free. So for now, it's just going to be 202 boomerangs across the board. If I accidentally bought a third tier or something like that, I wouldn't be upset, don't get me wrong. But if we can get away with just getting a bunch of 202s, spamming around, feels like random odd series right now, by the way, I'm going to take advantage of that. There we go, 2-2s, 202s. And we do want to buy... Ooh, check this out. Around 63. Ooh, it doesn't matter. Primary expertise, dude. Don't forget about primary expertise. He is a tower that is combining really, really well with my boomerangs. In fact, he's just a good-ish tower by himself. He does a lot of popping power. Ceramics in particular, but also not bad against mobs and stuff like that. I don't think I need to aim him. I don't think first, last, close, or strong is going to matter much. But if I am actually planning on getting a Perma brew... About $65,000. That's another 60 grand we did save up. It's one of the most expensive towers in the game, actually. So, what I'm going to do is meet you guys back in probably 12, 15 rounds, see where we're at, see how we're doing. I expect goodness, though. I expect greatness out of my towers. All right, nearly halfway there. Round 77 right now. Still going pretty smooth. Like, no issues. Still, kind of surprisingly. Using all of our benefits. Now, I do want to say, we are playing on a pretty easy map, right? We're playing on Monkey Meadow, not Monkey Lane. Some people get mad at me that I call this Monkey Lane. I'm sorry about that. It's just because it looks so lane-like, all right? It doesn't look like a meadow. I mean, it does. It's kind of meadowy, right? But, like, it doesn't look like... There's not enough flowers for this to be a meadow, bro. In fact, let me tell you guys a story. A lot of people don't know this about me, but I was fairly nerdy, if you don't know, when I was growing up. And one of the things that I did in growing up that I still find very weird these days, because now when I think about kids like going outside, I'm like, well, what age should you allow a kid to just go outside and go play? And a lot of parents had their own specific rules about, you know, make sure you're back by the time the streetlights turn on or something like that. Or just like go play, go with random friends and just kind of do things, right? Whatever you want to do. Ooh, so this could be our most difficult challenge yet. The Zermagur. And this guy's doing 200-ish damage per shot. It's got 4k health. Still not bad, dude. The big balloons do get demolished by the primary expertise. The small balloons, though, surprisingly, probably going to be the more complicated part for us. At least for now. Now, I should say for now because none of these guys are third tier yet, which is the big, huge damage increase, right? Or the pierce increase, which is what we're going to need to pop more balloons. Right now, it doesn't matter, but long term, it will matter. And I think the combination of the Perma brew with that just constant $550 minor upgrade to get that huge buff is going to be absolutely insane. It's going to just have a huge damage spike kind of all at the same time. But anyways, when I look at like today, I'm like, well, you know, now everybody's like afraid that people are going to get abducted or taken by somebody, or you're going to get lost or in trouble or something like that. Like, I don't know, was I just weird? Were my parents just absolutely crazy? Just said, like, go play? And when I said go play, like, I'm talking about when I was 9, 10, 11. Like, I would just go outside, just, like, ride my bike, go down the block. Now, I had a couple specific rules. I lived in a neighborhood, so I wasn't supposed to go across any streets with streetlights, right? It's kind of like the rule, like, stay within this general location. But even if I stayed within just that general location, it was such a big suburban area that I could probably travel easily almost like half a mile in almost any direction, maybe even further than that. Oh my god, guess what? Perma brew. So this is the only unfortunate thing about Perma brew. My location is not amazing. I mean, what would have been amazing if I fit an elk right here, but couldn't make that beautifully happen for myself. And I really had to kind of worry about, I thought about it last second, all right, so I built it as my last boomerang, basically. I could have probably built it as one of these guys, would have been a little more efficient. But you know what, it is what it is, it's not that bad. The real question is, how good are we now? So he can get Perma brew too. Ooh, I never even thought about that. This is exciting. Also, Etienne, I don't think his Perma brew does anything, so that's a little unfortunate, kind of the only unfortunate thing that we're dealing with right now. Other than that, life is still pretty solid. Though I will not say that this gave me as much of a huge increase in popping power as I thought it would be. I still don't feel like we're dominating. I feel like the rounds are getting more difficult, so it makes sense that they're getting further. But we don't feel like we're just godlike now. We can pop everything. So I'm going to go until I die. I am not going to be building anything. I am playing chimps right now, real chimps game. But I do have those fake continues allowed, so if I do end up losing, I'm not going to feel bad about it. Gonna just see if these boomerangs really are as unbelievable as I kind of expected they would be. At least on a beginner map like this with a really nice set of buffs all around us. All right, DDTs. Holy crap, dude. DDTs can take it down as well. Oh my god. In fact, the craziest thing that we could possibly do is do a second set of 4th tier village, just kind of like over here, and just spam another big chunk of boomerangs. Realistically, probably not a good idea. I think we're better off building as many boomerangs in range of the Perma brew as we can. So another, I don't know, 12, 15 over here as well would probably be a good idea. But again, let's just go until we die. And then we're going to buy all these guys up at 3rd tier, and then we're going to go until we die. And then we're going to see if we can pop the bad balloon with this strategy. Then we just know that something is wrong with these guys, or this is just weird that we're allowed to do this, right? But either which way, I had a lot of space to go places, and I know that I moved when I was 12 years old. So I know that all this happened definitely before I was 12 years old, or 13 years old. But I remember that I eventually was just like, screw it, I'm not going to listen to my parents. I'm going to go across the streets when I feel like it. But what I used to do, and this is where the nerdiness aspect came in, is the first way that it started was I used to go in the backyard. Right behind my house, I had power lines, right? So if I end up getting cancer at some point in my life from these power lines, I don't know if that's a thing or not. I think it's like not really a thing, but nobody's really sure. But anyways, you could hear the zzz, this like zizzy zap. When I say power lines, I'm not talking about the little ones, like telephone pole size. I'm talking about the giant metal ones. So I don't know if these exist in other countries. But they're tall, man. I don't know how exactly tall, like 300 feet, 400 feet, something. Like, they're huge. 200 feet, maybe? They're big, like very big, very shiny metal. Yeah, and they were zippity-zappity all over the place, but because we had those kind of right in our backyard, there was just a giant field that went all the way down where these power lines were. Just all the way across. And it was kind of fun, actually, because I like to catch butterflies. All right, I know that sounds weird, but I was a big butterfly catcher. I used to go outside with my net, literally a bug net, and I used to run around, and I would catch butterflies. And I used to try to catch them in midair, which made it obviously way, way, way more difficult. Right? If you ever try to catch them like on something, you're going to be better off. All right, we have to use our first ability here. DDTs are starting to be an issue. Okay, I said we're going to go until we die, and there it is, round 95. Okay, the real question is this going to be enough to fix all of our issues? Let's buy just all of them. I'm not going to play around. I'm not dancing, man. We're getting them all. We're going to see, is this going to be enough to now pop around 95? How big of a difference? Is that like $7,000 that we spent? Like, so minuscule, seemingly. Will this make 95 just easy now? So far, yes. No UCAV required. Oh my god, yes, that is so much better. No UCAV, and we take it down easily that time. Now, that was round 95, too. So I'm not expecting 96, 97, 98, or 99 to be an issue. Could be, maybe. But I'm not expecting them to be an issue. But round 100, on the other hand, you never know. You never know, bro. That could be the end of us. But again, we have a lot of money right now, so we can spend it on anything we want, but I'm just going to buy some more boomerangs. Just 3rd tiers across the board. Spam a ding dong. I could go 4th tiers if I want to, more glaives. Don't feel like it's necessary. All right, I'm going to use the UCAV here on 97, kind of early, so I can get it back around 98 if I need it. But I know that the big balloons are going to be the biggest problem, right? I mean, the total high-tier balloon popping power is my weakness. All right, 97. I don't want to say that that was easy, and that just, oh gosh. This is going to be really bad for round 100. Oh, if you're feeling like a meatball that wants to go inside my spaghetti, make sure you... No, that wasn't sexual, guys. Get your head out of the gutter. Use my creator support code. It's SJB. Thank you so much. There's in fact, I might even just save up my money and just say screw it and buy Glaive Lord if possible. Even though that seems like such a bad tower to buy for around 100, it might be the answer. All right, let's start off with this guy. We're going to use the UCAV. Yeah, we're going to have to use the UCAV here, unfortunately. And I will not have it right away for round 100. Just going to note that. But we needed it for round 98. If we even can survive round 98, we can't. Okay, okay. This is not necessarily the biggest deal. We're going to use the UCAV as soon as we are allowed to get it. That's going to be the difference we have. And then I'm going to start spending my money. Let's start off with one more glaives. All right, and we can't afford the glaive if we want it. That's very tempting. All right, one more glaives with an early UCAV is all the change we need. Oh my god, that made it look so easy. Etienne now has an official all-time UCAV. But unfortunately, round 99 is going to be too beefy for us. All right, we got a lot of money. Let's spend it. All right, like I said, we're trying to like play it dangerous to see how powerful these guys are, and it's showing they are still very, very, very powerful. It like just doesn't seem to matter much. So realistically, we're not looking for all of the village buffs. We just want to make sure we're in range of the Perma brew. So let's spam these guys quite a bit. It's not perfect positioning. It's okay. And we're going to go for the exact same strategy. We're going to go for a bunch of 202s. Now, unfortunately, we don't get those benefits of the primary expertise. We already used all those benefits up. So, should I just go Glaive Lord, dude? I don't know, man. This is like... I'm not going to make that much money on this round, so if I'm basically deciding I am not going Glaive Ricochet by buying these guys. One other thing that's kind of unfortunate is because I took so long to do this, I will not be getting all of the buffs all at the same time from the Perma brew, which means these guys are not going to be as powerful as they could be. They're not getting this buff. They're not getting this buff, at least not right away. And it could still not be strong enough. So I've got Etienne's ability, but I don't think it's going to do much. Primary expertise, okay. Just barely enough here. Just barely enough. We got 22 grand. I guess we're going to try to spend it as much as we can. I'm not even in range of the thing anymore. You know what? Let's just do this. Screw it. We're going to go 4th tiers. They're not that expensive. Not too shabby. I'm going to see, can we take down a bad balloon? So we're going to use UCAV right away. It's really up to Etienne to do most of the damage here. We need about 25,000 damage overall. And Etienne's got to do like at least 10k of it or so. Also, this ability has just got to pop out. I probably should have used it earlier. And there we go. We popped the... Oh my god, we popped the bad layer. We got to pop the... Oh my god, it's inside though. Uh-oh. UCAV is not up yet. Oh, I might need the UCAV. Boomerangs, work together. And we do it anyways. Oh my god. So, okay, of course, primary expertise is our big popper. But let's check out exactly what everybody else did. I am very curious. So, 80,000, 90,000, 54,000. These are the big guys right in the middle. Not bad, though. 80K, 43K, 83K, 32, 33, and then, you know, the guys who just got popped down. Still 1,000 pops. Kind of wild. All right. I don't know what else to say. I think we've shown off exactly what we want to show off. The 3rd tier boomerang is a weird tower. And if you buff him properly, he can be a really weird addition to your team and actually be pretty solid overall. It's very weird to imagine this existing in the game, but it does. I have a very strong feeling this is going to kill us. This is like 12 reinforced Oh My Gods, so kind of expecting them to just like walk right through our defense. But you never know. Sometimes weird things can surprise us. All the buffs have officially been laid here by all these boomerangs, and it looks like we might do it. No way. No freaking way. Oh my god, we did it! Run 103. What? Alright, I guess we're pushing it. Let's go late game. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go. Run 106. Tons of DDTs all over the place. There they go. Alright, again, we could do like a continue, but it's just not worth it. I could probably spend my 15K and maybe survive, but I'm pretty happy with 106. If you guys enjoyed this wonderful video, make sure you press that like button, make sure you subscribe, and of course, have a super duper delicious day.